G'day, g'day. Welcome to our show. This is Widowed Trio and Freedom. I'm Rob Burdzy. I am a widowed father. I have two little children, so that makes us a widowed trio. With that, you could see us live on YouTube. So if you just go to Widowed Trio and Freedom, you'll see us there right now. We are going live as we speak. Jack and Cole is in the seat today, and we're going to talk about our summer. So, guys, how you doing?
Good. Really good.
Yeah, really good. Make sure you talk in that microphone there, Mr. Cole. Mr. Cole, eh?
Okay.
Great. Guys, I wanted to bring you in here tonight. There's a lot of people that have been asking me what we've been up to, and I think the best way to get it out there is to try and inspire a lot of people around us, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and so far, you guys have done so many things in your life. You're pretty much influenced about everything that I push you guys. I push you guys pretty hard, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Real hard.
Real hard? Do you think it's like in a bad way, or do you think it's a good way?
A very good way.
Good way? I appreciate that, guys. So now, at the start of summer, you guys actually upset me quite a bit because I have been doing everything myself in our house. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I cook and clean every night?
Yeah.
Do you guys get home cooked meals all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the same return, you guys have pushed very hard, and you have been doing lots of sports and lots of extracurricular activities outside of school, right?
Yes. Yep.
So let's talk about what you guys do. What's the fun thing that you do, Jack?
I love jiu-jitsu. I'm really into the sport. It really plays with your head in sometimes,
Okay.
and it's my goal to get a high ranking because I think that would be respectful.
Respectful to you?
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate that. That's a goal. I think that's what you should have. What do you like, Cole? What do you do that I push you to do? Push you to learn?
Soccer.
Yeah, you do good in soccer, actually. You both of you do pretty good in soccer. What else do you guys do?
We do piano. We do
Basketball.
Hmm.
Basketball sometimes.
You know, basketball sometimes we took a little bit of a step away from basketball, but you guys have had so much experience with basketball with the coaches here at SUU, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Both the males and the females.
Mhm.
And that's been quite fun for you guys with the camps and things, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like this. Okay, so what at the start of summer, I said, right, I've had enough. Me, your dad, I've had enough. And I said to you guys, no more screens. When's the last time you picked your iPads up?
In a long time, like a couple months, but that's only because we did a little bit on the piano.
Okay, so I've let you use them every now and then, but not much, huh?
Yeah.
And then maybe once or twice a week I'll let you watch a movie if you guys have been doing good, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Since then, Cole, what was the trade-off of no screens?
No TVs, no iPads, no computers.
Okay, and what were you doing instead?
Watching, having screen time.
No, yeah, okay, so no screen time. But what I'm trying to say is, I said the reason why you're having no screen time is because you got to learn two things, right?
Yeah.
In school, were you doing good at reading?
No.
No. Yes, that's correct, right? Same with you, Jack. You're a little bit slack on reading too, right?
Yeah, I wasn't really into it until the last moment at school where they were teaching me hardcore, and then I just focused in reading.
Okay. What about you, Cole? How were you doing at school with reading?
Good.
Good? I don't think so. I talked to your teachers. You were not where you needed to be. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did I implement?
You have to read.
Okay, so this summer is the summer of no screen time. You need to learn how to read, and you need to learn how to what?
Clean.
Clean the house. Dad needs help, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that a good thing or a bad thing that I implemented that?
It's so.
Okay, that's fair
It's
enough.
good.
I don't mind that one bit. But I've pushed you to do it. And since then, how many books have you read, Cole?
One.
No, you've read more than one. You read the first book of what?
Fablehaven.
Fablehaven. That's a hard book. That's a really thick one, actually.
Yeah.
It took you a long time to do it, but I'm actually really happy that you took the time to do it. You really pushed yourself. And what would happen when you read?
I have to read to a lot of pages before I could do anything else.
Every day there was a quota. But let's talk about your woes of reading. How hard has it been? Tell the truth.
It's been.
What happens when you read a page? You read 3 pages and what happens?
I sleep.
You do go to sleep. It's kind of funny, actually. You'll read only a little tiny bit and then you're out cold, right?
Yep.
Yep. And what have I told you about that?
I'm a very good reader.
You are a very good reader. However, you need to train yourself to push through those barriers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you told me this morning that you have read, let's say you read one Fablehaven book, and what did you read last night?
Dirt bike.
Dirt bike book. You like dirt bikes, huh?
Yeah,
Tell me why you like dirt bikes.
because they're fast, they're fun, and they are cool.
They are cool. I would say you have only had a very limited experience on dirt bikes, right?
Yeah.
Although when Dad had some money, I did buy some dirt bikes, but I've put them away and we haven't had a chance to ride them yet, right?
Yeah.
What sort of bike you got?
A KTM 50.
A KTM. That's a nice bike, isn't it?
It's an orange.
It is orange. Do you wish it was blue?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know it's a Yamaha. Yamahas are blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you knew that. Okay. Let's jump across to Jack. Can you tell me? This is crazy, guys. If you're listening, I am so proud of what Jack is. Okay. So first of all, Cole, you're 7 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that reading's kind of tricky for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you give me more than yeah? Can you tell me why it's tricky?
Because,
Tell the truth. You're not interested, right? You don't care about it.
yeah.
You really don't want to do it at all, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you need to learn to love it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
What did you learn out of Fablehaven?
That,
Is there any lessons in that book?
yes.
Yeah. Do you like the book?
Yeah.
Do you like the characters?
Yes.
Okay, you're just a yes man. Fair enough. That makes a boring interview. Jack, let's move along to you. Now, I put the kibosh on you. I said to you you're not gonna no more screens, but you need to step up and you need to read this. So a good friend of ours bought us the whole collection of Fablehaven. Is that right?
Yeah, just for me.
Yeah. Well, not just for you, for both of you guys, but mostly you're the one that was main driver behind it.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about that. How long did it take you to finish book number 1?
That took me about like 5 months.
No, not 5 months, because it hasn't been 5 months of summer. However, I will say it probably took you about a month. About a month, right?
I did it in the school year.
Yeah, I know. But as you find, maybe let's say 2 or 3 months then. Even at that point, the more you started to read, what was happening?
I kind of got a liking for it. I didn't really like it at the first book, but now I really understand the first book and everything else, and it just creates a labyrinth of story, and it's crazy. I want to figure out what's next.
Okay, so as you are going along, it's almost like they call this a compounding effect, right? So the more you read, the more you would want to read. So it took you a long time to finish the first book, but then the second book was half the time, and the third book was a quarter of the time, and the fourth and fifth book, you did them in like a week and a half or 2 weeks, right?
Well, the fifth book, I finished it in like 3 days.
No, it wasn't 3 days, but I'm pretty sure it was under a week. So under a week of 5 days. That was really, I remember the first day you were already up to page 200 in one day.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing. I mean, and I will say you did dedicate a lot of time to reading that, which I'm so proud of you. I think that was great. And then we went up north, and where'd you guys go?
We went
To our grandma and grandpa's house.
Grandma and grandpa's, yeah. So up to the Lyman family. How was that for you guys?
We had a little bit of screen time, I will admit,
Oh, I knew you guys were going to do that.
but it wasn't as fun as reading.
Okay. Tell me what was Cole. You tell me your story first. Step up to the microphone. Okay, be up there. Sit up. Don't slouch. Tell me, what's the first thing? Okay, so I dropped you off. It was around Provo at a gas station, and your uncle came to pick you up, right?
Yeah, in a Tesla
In a Tesla. Is that your favorite car?
Model Y.
It's a Model Y. How was it?
Very comfy.
Very comfy. Was it? What else? Tell me about it.
It was pretty good.
Okay, you need to give me more answers than pretty good. What does Teslas do?
They make sure you're safe.
They make sure you're safe. They are 5-star rating. Yep.
They have LiDAR.
LiDAR. They do have LiDAR, so they read the landscape around them. What about the performance wise? Are they any good?
Yeah, they have a giant screen in the middle.
Yeah, and do they go rocket ship fast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really quick. We used to have a really nice AMG Mercedes Benz, right?
Yeah, but it crashed.
It did crash. Someone crashed in. Well, someone pulled out in front of me and we crashed. But that car was a really fast car.
Yeah.
How was the Tesla compared to that?
It was kind of a
You-
little bit faster.
I believe it. And you know what? They are quicker off the mark for sure. You get them up to around 80 miles an hour, and that's when the AMG Mercedes would overtake because it had a big powerful motor and legs to go with it. Where the Tesla is a one drive, so it's just one motor and off you go, and a big heavy battery pack down the bottom, so it lowers the center of gravity, which enables them not to roll over but to spin around. So they don't do rollovers like a normal SUV. The center of gravity is up high, so they topple over. That's why they always roll. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No.
I like that answer, Cole. You're very observant. I like that. Now, so you're in this Tesla with your uncle. Did you got to meet their family, right?
Yeah.
And then where'd you go?
We went to McDonald's and then another McDonald's.
2 McDonald's in one trip?
Yeah.
Who asked for McDonald's twice?
Him.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, that's a Cole, isn't it? Coley does like McDonald's, and I never buy you McDonald's, do I?
No.
Can you remember last time I bought you fast food? That's exactly right. You can't, can you?
2 weeks ago, I think.
2 weeks. What did I buy?
Chipotle.
Wendy's.
Oh, Chipotle, I will buy. That Chipotle is actually quite nice. But we did. Yeah, when was that, Cole? Do you remember?
When we went to Las Vegas.
No,
No.
California.
No. When we haven't been to California yet. When we were coming home from Logan, right?
Yeah.
You guys were in Logan. Tell me about your trip in Logan. You hung out with lots of family.
Yeah.
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 So tell me about it.
So we hang out with James and Jenny the first 3 days.
Okay.
It was pretty fun.
They're fun people, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew was really fun. Bethany wasn't there half of the time.
Oh, she's a growing woman now. She's into all the college and stuff, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she's whippet smart. Though that family is very smart and very, very together when they do their things. I love that. They're very influential people. I saw lots of photos of you guys, and James was throwing the balls and stuff like that with you guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
is it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Good guy. What games were you playing up there?
Oh, we played a couple of video games on the Nintendo.
What was it?
We played Minecraft Dungeons, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which then I got a little more into once we visited Jet and Griffin's.
Mm-hmm.
But then we did some Mario Kart, pretty fun. And then we went back to Grandma and Grandpa's house.
What was your favorite game to play, Cole?
Honestly, it was games on the Oculus.
Oh, the Oculus. Oh, James loves that, right?
Yeah, he has 2.
He does?
He had 3. He gave the third one to Grandma.
Oh, I
and
love that.
Grandpa.
That's really cool. That's kind of fun. You wear it as a headset, right? And you're looking
Yeah.
through it. And they put a phone in there, is that right?
No.
No,
Oh, it's an actual Oculus, like the real deal.
they have
Yeah.
glasses.
Wow.
It's like 2 circles. And
Yeah.
when you look up, it just shows different images. It's so cool. You look up like this, see it. Look up like this, see it. It's
So it follows your eyes, huh?
yeah.
What was your favorite thing on the Oculus do?
It was First Steps.
What is it?
First Steps.
First Steps. What is that about?
It's basically a game that teaches you how to do the Oculus, but it's not really an actual game,
Hmm.
but it's pretty fun.
But it's pretty fun. Okay, so it's like more of a walk around, check things out. I think that's what they do the best, right? Yeah, they play all sorts of games in there too, like the first shooter games and things like that. Okay, so you hung out with the rest of the family. What was it like to be around with your family up there? Because you hadn't seen them for a long time, right?
It was really fun. I
Yeah.
will admit it was a little bit off from last time I visited Jet and Griffin.
Oh, what happened there?
Jet was
You don't have to say anything negative, but you can talk the obvious of what you're displeased about.
Jet was amazing, but here and there he was treating me a little bit
Maybe a
less
little bossy.
than, yeah, bossy.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about that, and I said sometimes as little boys, even you do this actually. If I have a standard, and if Cole's breaking my standard, which he usually does, right, Cole?
Yeah.
Jack will get on top of you. He'll be, hey, you don't do this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you say that Jet was doing that?
No, he was making his own games and then he was just saying, I'm changing it right at the last second so I win.
That was very weird. Well, each their own. Yeah, I don't know what to say with that, so sorry about that. But it's an experience that you had, and that's valid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You did say you did have a positive experience with the other kids there, though, right?
Yeah. Griffin was amazing. He grew up to be just, he was fun.
He's not grown up yet, but he is growing into a really good human. Sounds like he's a well balanced human. Is that right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. It's the other thing too. It's like a curse. Like in a sense, Cole's a pretty decent kid. He's pretty chill. I'd say out of you two, you're probably more uptight than him, right?
That is true.
This is in Jet's defense, right? So just so you understand it better, Jet sees. I mean, how many kids are in that household?
3.
3.
Yeah. So there's a lot more going on, and I'm sure there's probably a little bit mayhem here and there, and he feels like when mum and dad aren't around, he needs to be a boss or something, or he needs to control things. Is that right? Because I've noticed you do the similar thing, Mr. Jack, doesn't he,
Yeah.
Cole?
Yeah.
Does he boss you around? How
Yeah.
does it make you feel?
Not very good.
Yeah, and that's valid. So sounds like Jack, you got a bit of taste of your own medicine.
I know.
And what are you going to do about that?
Well, in my defense, I'm kind of uptight and I think, well, I don't want this to happen because it might burn the house down or something, and it's just bad.
Yeah, keep talking. Tell me
So
more about it.
I get in Jet's defense, he was probably thinking that people were doing things wrong, but also sometimes he was not doing that and just bossing.
Well, sometimes people do that. It's a good lesson to understand. Sometimes, I mean, especially when you're young, man, you're still trying to carve it out, still trying to work it out. So don't take it to heart too much. You know, you're going to find a really good friend in those guys, especially once as you all get older. Like once you get into the teenagers and things like that, that's when you guys are going to come together and really miss each other. So, um, sometimes good, sometimes bad. But you had fun with Griffin, right?
Yeah.
Cool. What about you, Cole? Did you enjoy it over there? What was your experience with all those guys? Because you did. What did you guys do when you were with them?
We played Legend.
Hey, I want you to be quiet. I want him to talk. Let's talk.
I played with Jet and Griffin. I played with Sadie.
Yep. Talk in the microphone, please. I need you to sit up and focus what you're doing.
They have an Oculus too, but it was black.
A black Oculus. Awesome. And what did you like about your experience over there?
That,
Did you guys go swimming and stuff?
yeah,
Give me more answers than yeah.
we did, and it was super fun.
Hmm.
There's this big,
Sit up.
there's this big green tall one that I went down, and it just launches you down.
What is that?
There's like
Where? What are you talking about right now? I have no idea what you're talking
in the
about.
in the pool.
You went to the pools of Logan?
Yeah.
Okay, so you rode the slides?
Yes.
Ah, thank you for telling me the subject. Tell me about it.
It was really good.
Yeah? Was it fast?
Yeah.
Did it scare you a little bit?
Mhm.
Was it hard to like let go first?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. What was going through your mind?
It was like it first drops you down a little, but then it just goes straight, and then it just drops.
What? And you rode that one?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
It once it went when it once it ends, water just went over my head.
Yeah, and that usually goes up your nose and things like that, right?
Yeah.
So now you would have found that it was really hard to get going. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about that. What was going through your mind and what made you push off? Did anyone push you to go?
No.
But it was all on you. So how did you do it?
I grabbed the bar on top and then I swinged.
Did you have any hesitation?
No.
So you just went for it.
Yeah.
What made you think you could do that?
Mm.
Because you know you can do hard things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys do a lot of hard things, don't you?
Mhm.
What about you, Jack? Tell me about that experience.
I went down that same exact slide without any hesitation. When I did the drop, I felt like I was going into zero gravity. It was so cool.
Wow, I love that feeling.
Mhm.
And it's also very scary too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a place in Australia. Well, it's not there anymore, actually. It's Australia's Wonderland. And they had two slides. They had one big one that went, the wheel were wavy all the way down. And then there was one right beside it that just, you went out and it just went straight down. And for a split bit, you were floating in the air off the whole ramp. And then at the bottom, it would catch you and sling you down the bottom. And you'd skim across it, all across the top until you landed in the water and went and washed all over you. That was the scariest ride I've ever, like slide I've ever done. Well, especially when I was so young too. I was probably around your age, Jack. And I still pushed through it. It was fun, but going to get going, sometimes that can be a little tricky, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, then what happened? We had planned with our good friend Richie Cole. He said, hey, come and stay at my house and I'll get you and the boys some tickets to come and see the show that I'm in. And I secretly reached out to Grandma, Grandpa, and I said, hey, I'm coming up on Friday. Don't let the boys know, but I'm going to take them to see this show. How was that? Tell me about that experience.
It was super good, but once Richie Cole walked up to me, I didn't come to him immediately. I was just like, I don't trust you.
Okay. Let's go back to when you guys met me. Where like you? What did Grandma and Grandpa say to you guys?
They said, wait in the car until we see him.
What was that?
They said, wait in the car until we see
See who?
our friend.
So I was our friend, huh? So
Yeah.
you guys had no idea that I was coming, huh?
Yes.
What did you think, Cole, when I finally walked up?
I was like, yeah.
Were you excited?
Yeah.
Man, that made me feel so special. What were you thinking, Jack?
Well, Grandma and Grandpa were like, we're going to meet this friend, and we don't want to be late because it might be your friend too once we see him.
Oh.
So then we went, and we're like, who's this friend? Then you walk up, and we're just so excited, amazed, and how you got here. And
Yeah. The fun thing about that, guys, is so you guys had already been up in Logan for a whole week, and we hadn't seen each other since the week. And I never leave you guys anywhere. It's usually us three always together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that? How was the week of being away from me?
it was fun, but I had a little bit of regrets. I'm like, I want to be with my dad.
Oh, I love that.
Me too.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I thought you of all people were like, whatever, Dad will come when he comes. Who cares? No?
No.
No. That's fun. No, I was really, I was a little nervous thinking that you guys had such a great time up there. I mean, Grandma and Grandpa was showing me some photos and things of you guys playing with everyone. and having a great time. And I was like, man, are they even going to want to see me anymore? So I was like, I have those sorts of feelings too, like those thoughts. I mean, they're not healthy, are they?
No.
Yeah, and I should always know that I do a lot for you guys. I'm always pushing you and trying to help you learn as much as possible, right?
Yeah, you try and educate us.
I do. I try and educate you. Does it not work?
It does work.
It does work? I love it. What do you like about the way how I raise you, Cole?
I like that you buy fun things for us that help us learn.
That is true. Um, and what is it that you don't like about how I teach you?
That you have to yell at us to do it.
Sometimes I do, yeah. Sometimes I get right on you guys to move and shake, right?
Sometimes we get you overstimulated.
You definitely get me overstimulated. That's funny. And you know what? It's definitely my cross to bear, and my apologies to you guys because sometimes I'm a little animated, and I'm not proud of that. And I know I'm not the only one that does that either. There's many parents out there that have the same struggles that I do. Sometimes a little worse, sometimes a little less. I know there's some parents like I look at people like James and Jenny. They are so patient, and sometimes I'm not so great at the patient stuff, am I?
No.
Yeah, there you go. Bus, dad. Boop, boop. Dad's under the bus. No, it's all good. I really don't mind you guys being honest and just telling your experience because that's what we're here for right now. Some people are going to hear this and understand it. We're not the only ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, even though I push you guys hard, you guys are learning a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We are.
Can you do flips?
Almost.
Almost. You're almost. Can you do flips?
Yes.
Yes. How good does that feel?
It feels pretty amazing to have the opportunity to just go jump, fully 360 rotation,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just flying in the air.
Yeah.
One cool thing that I can do is I can double bounce and then go on my knees and then flip.
You can double bounce, go on your knees, and flip. That's awesome. So now we're talking about being on a trampoline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant, guys. I'm so proud of you. I remember, I think it was last summer when we went to the pools, us three together, and we were inside the pool, and then we went to the outside pool, and they have a diving board. So I jumped in, and I turned around, and you guys, this is the first time you jumped in that pool. I think you're up first. The first thing you did was well, you speak it.
I did a front flip.
Yeah, you done a front flip
And
in front of a whole heap of people. And what were they all doing?
they were looking at me like this.
How did you know to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a couple of people asked you too. What'd you do?
I did a flip too.
Yeah, you guys both did flips. Now, if you rewound that for 1 year ago, would you have done it?
No.
Where did you learn this experience from?
Ninja class.
Where is that at?
Red Peaks.
Red
Red
Peak.
Peak.
Yeah, shout out to those guys. I am so impressed of how hard you guys have worked. Now, you guys are coming into the school year again, and we've just registered you for some new classes. We're on a wait list, but it's happening, right?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
Cool. I like that.
I'm excited, but I'm also a little bit nervous.
Because you're in the intermediate class now, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, I was in the intermediate class for ninja class, and now we're going into parkour, which probably is a different experience.
I think it's just an extension of what you guys have been learning. I don't think you need to be worried about it at all. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, at the start of summer, we had okay. So what happened to jujitsu?
Oh,
Where were you going?
I was doing good.
No, where was it? Where was it at? Where'd you go to?
Oh, MGA.
Okay, Mixed Grappling Arts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the owner of that place?
Coach Mike.
Coach Mike. Shout out to Coach Mike. We miss that guy, huh?
Yeah, he was amazing. Double shout out because he was just amazing.
Yeah.
And it's sad that his place shut down eventually.
Yeah, the guy wanted to raise the rent on him, and I mean, that guy had been there for a long time. I understand where he's coming from, though. It's such a tricky business, and he wasn't getting ahead in life. So when they wanted to raise the rent, What's the purpose of being in business if you're not actually thriving whilst being in business? You agree?
Yeah.
So then when his business closed down, we took a break.
Yeah.
How do you feel about taking a break for a little while?
I feel good, but at the same time, I just feel like I want to get back in jiu-jitsu, but there's a couple problems involving that.
What's the problems?
Cuz I want to be with Coach Mike cuz he's a really diligent man.
Oh man, I would love it if you could coach with him for sure.
And now we're going into kickboxing and things like that, and we're just
Striking.
confused.
Well, it's something very new to you. What happens when you do new things? You guys get a little scared, huh?
We get a little scared. But now that I have that experience with jiu-jitsu, I'm kind of like, I know I'm going to get this.
You did the same thing with ninja class too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you guys would tell me, go Cole.
I wasn't scared because you told me this class would make me a Batman.
Yeah, this class is turning you into a little Batman.
Yeah. Mini
Yeah,
Batman.
a mini Batman. I like it. So I love the way how you put that. Now this is where you guys start to differ on things. You don't think as much. You don't your thoughts aren't overstimulated. So therefore, you're happy to go with it, right?
Yeah.
Plus, you like the idea of it was very physical, and I've noticed that you like to do that.
Yeah, I do.
You do. You, on the other hand, you think of the repercussions on if you land on your head. Or if you jump at a height, you're a little bit scared of heights. And that's okay. I have a fear of heights too.
Yeah, but I think of science and math and the things that padded the things, so I won't really break a bone or anything. Or
Although you would think you would.
yeah, because that's just my brain's emotion saying I will do this because normally you wouldn't have padded areas out in the wild, which our brain is used to the wild. So that's why I get scared, but I know that I'll be fine. But at the same token, I just feel like I'm not going to be fine.
Yeah, it's one thing I'll say about you, Jack, is you are no slouch to thinking. You are a thinker, and you will deductive reason everything to make sure you're doing the right thing or whatever the case is, and you're always trying to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you did the same thing with jujitsu. When you first started jujitsu, you guys trained on Monday and Wednesday, and then Fridays you would fight. Basically, let's not do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at that stage, both of you guys were super nervous about that, and you really didn't like it. It took a long time for you to get used to it, huh?
Yeah.
What was the breaking point that when you started to like it? Can you tell me about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I started to like it is I noticed that you put us in there for a reason, and I was like, I'll respect it. I went in there the next day, and I felt like this is my mojo. I love it.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking through every move, and like I was just taking down people easily like this.
Well, I think you had your trials with that. I don't think it was as easy as you say, but there was a point where you finally got some wins, and that was a good thing. Cole, I need you to keep them on. You're here for the long haul, buddy. You're not going anywhere because nothing's out, nothing's open. Look at it's dark out there. We're the only ones here right now. Nope. I want you to be on camera. I want you to talk. Tell me about what's your first memories of jiu-jitsu and when it started to get fun for you. Microphone, microphone.
It was starting to get fun right as they closed.
Well, with Mike?
Yeah.
You're starting it, but you were rolling pretty good there. I mean, at that stage, you'd been already doing it for almost what 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same for you.
Yeah.
Cole, you got to give me some better answers, man. You're just saying yes or no, right? Yeah. All right. So let's talk about this then. You're up there. I surprise you. I take you to this show, right? And our good friend Richie calls in this show, and it was a pretty rough show. What was it called? You guys remember?
Bright Star.
Bright Star. It was a great show. I really enjoyed it, and I think everyone that was in that show did a great job.
Richie Cole threw a baby out of the train.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight off the train, off goes the baby, and then that was like basically the end of the first act, right?
Yeah.
You got when the okay, so the first act is done and we're at intermission. What's the first? You were mortified, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was.
You let us
crazy.
get concessions, and
I-
I bought
I did.
sour Skittles
Yep.
and Sprite.
Yeah, you did.
I brought some Skittles, Diet Coke, because it's the only big bottle of Coke they had, so I had to get it.
Ugh.
But there was no other big sodas, and if I got a canned soda, I had to drink it fast because I couldn't go in the movie
Yeah,
theater.
he did too. Into the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then the second half happened, and what did we find out? What happened to that baby? They got thrown off the train. Yeah,
It went into somebody's backyard, and that guy raised him.
he did, and he's taught him all sorts of things. But the kid come out really good, and he was a really good writer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Only to find that, spoiler alert, if you've never seen Bright Star. Can you guys tell the story a little bit?
Yeah. The writer found this publisher,
Yeah.
a like top grade publisher,
Mm-hmm.
and turns out he was actually working for his mom that he didn't know, cause the evil person, or Richie Cole, stole the baby and threw it out the train,
Yeah.
and she never got to see him.
Yeah. So this is very much of a period piece. So it was a very early in the, I can't remember what time period it was, but I'm sure it was something around the 1900s or 1920s or something. Then, so this young baby gets raised by his dad, which is now a guy that lives in the wild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he works out that he's a great writer. He goes to military, he comes back, he finds a publisher to get his stuff published. So he tells a good story to the publisher. The publisher catches him out on some lies, but she likes that he's got some spark, and she gives him a chance. He starts writing for her, and he does really good. So then they create this bond, and before you know it, he says, "Hey, I want you to come and meet my family." So they go on this tour, and they go to his dad's house. Don't move that mic there, bud. No. Move your hand where the mic is. Yeah, turn it so it faces you guys again. Yes, thank you. Now move your hand. Now, so he takes her to his dad's house, and his dad says, "Hey, there's some things here you need to go sort through them and see what you want to keep, right?" Do you remember that?
Yes.
So he brings out something, and it was his little blue sweater.
Yeah.
And how did she know about that sweater?
Because she knitted the sweater, because she said, "I'm going to knit a little sweater for my baby once he's born."
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
Okay, wait. No, Cole. Then what's the next thing he brought out?
He brought out his little fishing suit. His fishing suit.
Fishing suit?
Fishing suit?
I don't think so. Wasn't it a bag?
Yeah.
And when he brought the bag out, what did she notice?
That it had all the baby stuff.
That it was her bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when they all figured out that was his mother and that was her son. That was a pretty unique story, right?
Yeah.
So it all worked out in the end, and Richie Cole's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's a great friend of ours, and we love him so much.
Yeah.
Actually, what did Richie Cole's family give you?
He gave me the Dragon Watch series that I showed you in the preview for this video.
You did. Now, that we got that, what, last weekend? Is that right?
Yeah, and I'm already on the
You're already on the what?
second book.
Second book. You're already on the second book. You're smashing, and these are thick books, guys. How many
this
pages?
thick.
We're like
The first
500 or
book
something?
had 360 something pages in
Okay.
it. Decent.
So yeah, they're decent size. That's good. Now we're getting down to right now. We're at the top of the hour, guys. It's 9 o'clock. You listen to KSUU Cedar City. Yeah, that's our timestamp.
Thunder 91.
Thunder 91.1. Yeah, thanks for
Thank
tuning
you.
in. And sorry if we're taking up your show right now. I hope that you guys are enjoying what got to say. So now we come back home. We're back into this. I'll talk about my summer. This is a summer that I've actually gone back to work, and it's back to a job that I used to do years ago, which is delivering. It's a little bit different this time round. We have a wagon. Put them back on. I need you to focus because you're making noise and it's not good for the listeners. So I've had to work. Now, we had a very special thing happen to us just before the semester went out. We had a donor that has been through a similar situation to me. She was a widowed woman, and they're in a position where they had some means and they were able to help us out quite a bit. Anyway, long story short, we were donated enough money that we could go where?
Florida!
What's at Florida?
The new Epic Universe.
Epic Universe. So Universal Studios, right? Now, in order for us to do that, a couple of things happened, and I want to shout out to those guys because I couldn't do it without you, and it touches my heart so much. It's pretty amazing, and there's such good people in this world, and sometimes things work out really well. Since then, they helped me with a computer, so now I'm extremely well set up to do more podcasts, and that's what we've been doing and editing and stuff like that. And they have given us enough money to book flights, book accommodation, and book 4 days in Universal Studios. We're going to all of the parks.
Yeah.
Are you Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm nervous because it's coming up fast.
Yeah, it's coming up fast. We'll be over there in 2 weeks. We're going out on the 9th. So tell me, guys, all last year when we first started watching them break ground of Epic Universe, we've been watching this diligently, huh?
Yeah.
I said to you guys, whatever it takes, even if we just drove the car over there, looked at the place, and drove all the way home, we're gonna go see it. However, now we get to go and experience it.
The next day.
Yeah, where we're going to fly over because you want to be in a plane, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about why you're excited for that.
Because we haven't been in a plane for a very long time.
Yeah, it's been since the year Mum passed away, huh?
Yeah.
And we went to Hawaii.
We went to Hawaii and we went to Universal Studios and Disneyland too.
We're also
In Florida, the same
Yeah.
place we're going now.
Yeah.
And then the next place we're going to is
Hawaii.
We went to Hawaii to see if we can get Mum some help. The help didn't work out, and that's when she became really sick. And that's when she left us. But I don't think it was a bad thing. I think what had happened was meant to happen. It definitely brought us three together closer, right?
Yeah.
And I'm excited because what I was doing and what I'm doing now is way better than what I was doing. I was always working, never home, and now I get to be home with you guys most of the time, and I love growing you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a pretty strong bond, don't we?
Yeah.
All in all, would you say I'm a good dad? I'm raising you well?
You're the
Yeah.
best dad, in my opinion.
Oh, thank you. I
In my
appreciate that.
opinion, you're the best dad.
I like it. Thank you so much, Mr. Cordet. I'm very happy about that. So we're going over there. We're going to do some. We'll do some little videos while we're over there, and we'll put them up online on our YouTube channel so people can see what we're doing. What are you most excited for?
I'm most excited for the new Epic Universe. I've been excited for Harry Potter because that's a storybook film. And I love storybooks, so I wonder how they put that to the piece.
I love that.
I'm excited for Volcano Bay.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's the water park.
Yeah, it has a lazy river and a crazy river.
I love that. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. They put life jackets on you, and it's like white water. A lot of fun.
I don't need a life jacket.
Oh no, everyone has to put a life jacket on
Why?
because that's the rules.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's okay. So my summer has been a summer of the awesome donors that have helped us do this trip. They covered all bases for us to get there, tickets and things like that. However, when we get there, we need money for food, and we're trying to get some. We're trying to work on getting the what are they called? The express pass.
Yeah.
They are
They're
not
basically like fast pass, but
express pass for Universal.
yeah.
I like that.
Basically $200 per ride.
No. For Epic Universe is $220 per person for one day.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's expensive. So I don't
No
know if we're
way.
going to be able to get that. But there's 3 rides there we can't do unless we get it, and who knows. We're just going to have to go and experience it. I think that's what we have to do.
If you don't go on Harry Potter.
Hey, can you speak properly? You're like, why are you doing this voice? I don't understand it.
If you don't let us grow on.
Oh no, you're going on Harry Potter for sure, 100%. I think even if we go there, that'll be the first ride that we line up for. So we need to be up there in the first thing in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I like that.
Because
But
if we're later on the day, it might be a big line.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they have up to 200-minute lines or something like that. That's crazy. That's almost 5 hours, right? Yeah.
what I was gonna say was I would kill you if you did.
Whoa. Let's not say that. That's not very nice. And now you're projecting something that I don't like. So anyway, that's our summer, and that's what we've got coming up in the future. I have a couple more questions. One question I'm going to ask, and you should listen to him. It's okay, Cole. Don't worry about it. I know you're not feeling good because I've called you out. And you were doing really good for a while there, and now you started doing that slow voice. I don't understand it. But Jack, I want to ask you a question that I want to implement this in my show, and I want you to listen to this because you're coming up next with the same question. What is your first memory?
My first memory.
Yeah. Do you know what your first memory is, Cole?
No.
Of life?
I would say I don't really. Well, I could say the train from Universal. It was really fun.
With Mum.
Yeah.
What happened on it?
It was like the windows all got freezy, and I'm like,
They got
what's
frozen.
that?
Yeah.
When I was young, and
What is it?
then there's just this ghost popping up, and I'm like,
What are those? What are they called?
Dementors.
Dementors. That was freaky scary.
Yeah.
You were a little bubber at that stage, so I don't know if you remember that. But I think do you remember the memory? You had a very special memory with Mum in Disneyland, and I wonder if you remember it. And it was with 2 little chipmunks.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Tell the people. Tell them.
They signed.
Who was it? Who?
Chip and Dale.
Okay. And what happened?
They signed a real leaf.
They signed a big maple leaf, right?
Yeah.
And what happened? What was going on?
I didn't want to leave.
You didn't. And you guys were there for such a long time. But it was you and you were 2 years old. So it was you, Mum, and Chip and Dale. And one would come and one would go, and then one would come and then one would go. And you guys were there for like 20 minutes straight. And the handlers they would just keep bringing them up. And it really touched my heart in so many ways because she was going through cancer and she was bald and she had a little thing on her head, and at that stage she was pretty advanced in her condition, and people could tell that she was going through all that. And she was just hanging out with little Coley so much on that trip. She just really focused in on you because you could go ride bigger rides, so you and I would ride in big rides. But Mum spent a lot of time with you, and that was one moment that I remember you talking about. It was so beautiful. I still have that leaf. Yeah, what I put it away. It's in a book, and it's put buried away. I will never get rid of it. And eventually, I want to frame it with a Chip and Dale, so you can, and some of the images that I have of Mum and you playing, because I did get some video recording. I probably should put it up actually and show some people about it. That was cool, huh? So that was your first memory.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave the jungle
Yeah,
again.
it was so beautiful there.
Yeah,
Huh?
it looked like their treehouse.
Yeah, it was there. Yeah, it was so beautiful. Well, that's great. Okay. So, and what was, and your first memory was that trip. So that was good with the, what are they called?
The
Dementors.
mentors.
Oh, we're going to ride that train again, guys.
Yeah.
And we get to go to the French quarters at Epic Universe. This is going to be fun. We're going to see some really cool stuff. Okay, the last question before we sign off here. I want one of you guys to answer this each. Okay, so you're both going to answer it one at a time. What makes the difference? And it could do with anything at all.
What makes the difference is if you try or not.
Okay, elaborate on that. Tell me about why.
Because everybody is a big important chunk of this world. And you can create it bad or you can create it good or you can just not try. What makes the difference is if we all strive to do our best.
I love that. You know, if you never try, you succeed 100% all the time, but you don't get anywhere. So you don't try, you're succeeding and not trying, therefore you're not doing anything, you're not growing and you're not pushing. So even if you try and you don't succeed, it is a success because you at least tried. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's better to try and learn than try and not learn, and not try and not learn. Cole, what makes a difference for you? And it could do with anything.
That everybody's unique in different ways.
Okay, so if that makes what makes the difference there? Tell me what should you accept? What is it? What makes the difference with other people?
That everybody has their personality.
Uh-huh. So acceptance is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So to accept everyone is such a loving and definitely a giving gesture, right?
Yep.
I will say, out of both you guys, you're a lot like me in ways of trying to get stuff done, but you're a lot like your mum. She had so many friends, and she loved them all so much. And I'm sure a few of them will watch this. If anyone knew anything about Annie, when I look at you, Cole, you remind me of your mum more than anything, you know? And Jack looks a lot like me, but he has his mum's smarts and my tenacity. So I'm just so proud to see both of our personalities in both of you guys and the way how we push through life. You and actually the other thing too, what what is it that you like about me? You've seen me do a lot of crazy things. Like
Yes.
you've seen me work really hard. I mean, you saw me today. Cole, you actually jumped on the roof with me today while I was installing a vent hood for my friend, right?
Yep.
For Chris, shout out to Chris. We had a fun couple of days doing that.
Like I said,
Yeah.
trying makes the difference. And you try to be the best parent, and you strive to push us and to give us rewards. You don't let us slack off just playing on our PS5 or something. You push us, which in my case, striving is doing your best.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I could ask you a few questions after Cole answers your question?
Cool. What makes well he did. You can answer. What do you like about watching me do all hard things?
That you're very handy.
I am very handy. I can fix most things.
Me too.
Yeah, you're definitely a step in my direction. You have done a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you build things, and you're very cluey like that. I like that.
I help you build cars.
Yeah, you've helped me work on cars. We've not built a car yet together, but we
Yeah.
will in the future, I'm sure. What else?
What can I just say something?
Go for it.
What I really want to do is make our own go-kart.
Oh, you want a go-kart? Hmm, I like that. Maybe we could buy one and rebuild or something, huh?
Yep.
Okay, noted. I like that. What was your question, Jack?
My questions
Yeah.
were what was a really hard moment where in your childhood where you say what I said, what makes a difference? Striving. What was a hard moment that you strive to do your best in your childhood?
You know, in my childhood, I never had anyone really to push me in the way that I needed to be pushed. And therefore, anything that I tried to do and thought I could do, I failed miserably. There's a lot of people that know me still in Australia, and they probably even watch this maybe, but they have seen me fail so many times. I have failed way more times than you guys, and I never had the support structure around me. And you know, some people just felt sorry for me, so they let me hang about. It's like I wasn't great. You know, I did so many bad things as a young kid because I just didn't know the right ways of doing things.
But as a hard moment, like going through a race car or something, and you strive to do your best because everything makes a difference. So, was it in that racing moment? Was it like you're hanging out with your friends and you do something wrong and you call yourself out?
Yeah, I would beat myself up pretty hard on things, especially when it came to hanging out with friends versus the stuff that I really wanted to do. The one thing that I did have inside of me is I have this tremendous fire that just won't quit. Now, the one thing I did like about when being younger is I had no knowledge of failure, or I failed a lot, but I wasn't so aware of it. I was very naive in the way I did things. Yeah, what did you want to say?
What East Elementary kids say, we own our actions, we appreciate
Appreciate.
our school, we own our actions, we appreciate our school, we respect ourselves and others.
Uh-huh, I like that. Maybe I think it's the headphones that are doing that.
Yeah.
Stick one ear out. Do that. Do the other ear. Just get it like that. Take the ear right out. Can you get your ear out? Now. Is that even take them off? Go, take them off. Can you hear me better? Is that better for you?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to wear the headphones. No, I think see even yeah, what do you got?
I just had one more question. What makes the difference for you?
Oh. Um whew, I have so many of these.
Just you personally and the people that surround you.
I have a saying, and I actually think I have it written on my Facebook. But it's like I have a coat of arms in my heart. And the one thing I think that is always true to a person as an individual, and well, it's definitely true for me, is know you do right. You know what I mean? So you know whenever you're not being as good as you should be, or if you're being less than, because your heart hurts. You know, it's there's things you might say or you might do the wrong way, and it just and I think as a compass, it's like to find your true north of to who you are is know you do right. So if you're talking to someone and you treated them wrong, know you do right. There's been many a times where I've come apart on you guys and I've been real nasty and you know, and then I'm like, hold up, give me 5 minutes, guys. I'm really heated right now, and I'll walk away and I'll calm down. But I always come back to you guys and I always say to you, hey, I don't, no one should talk to you like that, especially me. And I'm absolutely sorry. And that's where it comes from because I know when I've overstepped boundaries, where I could have been nicer, I could have given you some more gracious time to catch up. There's been so many times when that's happened, and I always it sucks to be in that moment, but it's so beautiful to recover and let you guys know that I love you dearly. What was that, Cole? You're done? Cole is done, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm done too, Cole. And you know what? It's almost your bedtime for summer. We're 10 minutes away from your bedtime, so we're going to wrap this thing up. I totally understand that. Did I satisfy your questions?
Just one more thing.
One, go.
What was that passion in your heart that pushed you to strive your do your best and know you do right, as in you're saying?
No, I do right. Is the I just always wanted more. I never had a dad like, as in a dad like me. I had a dad that was a big, humongous gambler. I mean, he was really cool in the beginning when I first, my first thoughts and memories of him were phenomenal. But then they started making money, and that money went into gambling, and it wasn't great. I never had. I tried to do a bunch of things. Like I told him, I want to play guitar. So they got me an instructor that did the guitar, but all he would teach me is Beethoven, and it drove me up the wall because it wasn't like Van Halen or something cool that I could play. And and then from that perspective, my parents didn't support me in it. They didn't want to hear me play. They didn't want to sit down and say, right, now that you're doing the guitar, we want to hear you play for half an hour every day. I never got that. And I tried to do football because my cousin was doing football. And you know what? I hated football. And I showed up and I did it, and I showed up when I wanted to, and I didn't have and my parents didn't care. They didn't care. You know what I mean? Like, and the fact that they would say, well, you couldn't make you do anything. And it's like, you know what? You can make a kid do anything you want as long as you're there to support them and help them push and grow and teach them the lessons. I didn't have that. So for me, I had this tremendous drive and I wanted to use it, but most of all, I wanted to be a part of something with someone helping me get there. Finally, I get to have that. Don't you steal my drink. Okay. No, please don't. So let's. Can you stop? I really want you to. I'm on the air here. It was just a tricky scenario, but finally, I actually have what I wanted to do. Like I have you two, and I'm helping you grow, and I think that's phenomenal. I think it's such a blessing in my life. I wasn't there, guys. When Mum was here, I was always away working, and I was not happy in life, and I was not content. And I just remember when the wheels were falling off. I'm driving everywhere, and I remember the phone call when Mum called and told me that she had cancer. And at the time, it was the most horrible thing ever, but probably the best thing that ever happened to my life because it brought me closer to you guys and closer to her. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the good questions too. So we're good. We're good to wrap this up. Call it good.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate you so much. Yeah. Right now, we're gonna play some music and enjoy our night. So, hope you guys have a great weekend and enjoy tomorrow's Sunday.
Hope you guys have a great weekend.
Bye.
Dad, I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty? Hey, we're still on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. So, what do you want to say to YouTube?
Thank you guys so much for supporting
Right
the
there,
time.
right in that camera. This camera here. Look, the camera that's on you.
Oh, thank you guys so much because you just supported us and watched us do all this for a long time. And I just want to say, love you all. You know you do right, like he says, and always strive to do your best and make a difference. We can all make a difference.
I love that. What about you, Mr. Corley? You speak. Go. Speak it. He's taking too long, guys. I'm so sorry.
You rock.
Yeah, we do rock. And thanks for supporting, like Jack says.